Okay, here's our Tuff Chuck. And I'm recording this because I'm showing off our cutlery. Cutco Cutlery. Now these knives were purchased in 1969 by Dagny. And they're razor sharp. This meat is frozen, by the way, quasi-frozen. But I just am showing them off because they are such wonderful knives. Now Costco sells them, and on the Cutco website I think they sell them. I'll leave a link, you can find it out. We don't get paid to advertise anything, so don't expect us to make money on these things. Dagny's had this in the microwave a bit. But this is tough meat. We got a great deal on it, and then we brought it home and we got several roasts. And then we made one. It was like, my God. Oh, I shouldn't say that. My goodness. It was tough. See, this is frozen. So ever since then, I do it in my super cooker. So I cut it up. I'll put spices on it. Mostly my own homemade spice, which is a conglomeration of everything I like. And then it goes in the super cooker for about a half hour. And when it's done, or yeah, it'd be done, then I will throw in the beans, tomatoes, tomato paste, jalapenos, onions, garlic, everything we use to make chili. And the whole reason for this crazy video, and like many, is don't be afraid of making something. Don't be afraid of experimenting. Find the seasonings that you like and go for it. If you look at something and say, wow, I think I'd like onion in that, do it. I know some people who are afraid of cooking anything without a recipe in front of them. That's not my way of cooking. In case you couldn't guess. Okay. Now I've shown off this knife. Dagny's got my chef knife, so can't show that off. That's what I use for everything. Oops. And there we go. Now this is going to get seasoned, and it's going to get thrown into my super cooker in two batches for about 20 minutes. So I'll be back. And then we put them in the super cooker. Bring them to pressure for 5 minutes. And cook them for 5 minutes. Then we'll release the pressure. And then I'll do the Tuff Chuck in it. We'll put the beans aside. And I'll cook the Tuff Chuck all seasoned up. And put it all together because we are making chili. And I'll update you on the rest of that. Okay, so we're making chili. The beans have been released from pressure. I'm going to be putting them in a bowl on the side. As you can see, we use a lot of garlic. We're going to use some diced tomatoes, tomato paste, 2 onions, a whole bunch of jalapeno. And we'll keep you posted again. Okay, Dagny is starting to add to the pot.
This is last night's gelatin dripping from the chicken and burning my face.
Now, this is my homemade rub. Rub, spice, whatever. I'm putting in about that much. This is onion powder. About that much. Probably tablespoons. Garlic powder on top of the 2,000 cloves we'll be throwing in here. And last but not least is cumin. So every one of those are about a tablespoon. And I'll stir it around. Then I'll cap it, and away we go. A little bit of water. Water. And I'll show you how we do this. Just a bit of water. It doesn't have to be, I just felt like it. Now, I line this up. This is a super cooker made by Fagor for pro selections and Magic Chef and all that stuff. You can deep fry in this, like Kentucky Fried Chicken. Pressure fry, so your chicken's done in about 5 minutes. You can pressure cook, fry, I mean, you name it. I'll list it in the description below. Okay, here we are. Go ahead. We've just added everything together into the meat. That's the beans, onions, jalapenos, tomato paste, diced tomatoes. And we're gonna stir it up, see if we need to add some more water. And just cook it for a while and see what happens.